I've got you as Sam Phillips, 1992 East Moreland Road. They're in Johnson City, Tennessee. That's 68345. Got the mortgage ID number you entered here at 16502-689. I've got you as a 64-year-old male, no tobacco, looks like no spouse, correct?
Yeah.
Great. And that mortgage, when you got it here, it says $67,000. Is that still correct, or is it then went down by now?
It's gone down a little bit, but that's pretty close to what it is.
Gotcha. And let me see here. Was that a purchase or a refinance when you got it?
It was a purchase.
A purchase. You did that on 15 or 30 years?
I think it was 15.
15? Well, congrats on the purchase, man. Now, either of you or your spouse, I probably said you had no spouse already, either you or your spouse use any type of prescription medications at all?
Why do you need to know that?
This is, of course, that protection that pays off the home in case of a death or disability or critical illness.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm the agent that they assigned this case to. And either of you, y'all not taking anything for high blood pressure or stroke, cancer, asthma?
I think we've already got that taken care of through when we got this. I'm not sure what.
When y'all got this? Who did y'all get that through?
Through Case Mortgage.
You got it through Case Mortgage?
I believe so, yeah. Or somebody handled that. The card kind of didn't specify exactly. It just said I needed to call you guys, and I thought it was to do with my loan.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly why I called. So you called, and it started talking about mortgage protection. You took the time to listen to it, put the information in. What exactly because I know it talked about death and in case you die or in case you get critically ill or sick. Which of those were you more concerned with? Because most of the time whenever somebody gets one of those cards, 91% of the people who actually turn that and get that information back into the phone, they're actually looking for somebody to call them because of something that was a concern for them. And I'm not sure what that was for you.
Oh, okay. Well, we just kind of wanted to...
I mean, were you more looking like for disability or critical illness, or did you like that money back option?
Probably the money back, I think, is what it was.
Gotcha. I'm going to see if you qualify for that. Now, let me make sure I'm understanding. There is nothing for diabetes or for no cancer in the past.
No.
You don't have asthma.
No.
Good. And the wife pretty healthy as well?
Yeah, she's good.
Good. Well, really, Sam, just based off of what's here, I know I should be able to find that coverage for you. Like I said, I'm a broker, so I've got about 48 different carriers that I work with. All of them do that mortgage protection. Really, my job when I hang up with you is to shop around, negotiate, figure out who's going to get you the best coverage at the cheapest price, right? Second part of what I do, I'm a field underwriter, so I help to keep honest people honest. I protect against any sort of insurance fraud, so I do all of my meetings face-to-face. Looks like they're going to have me in Johnson City working with my client families out there on, let me see, I got this coming Tuesday. You guys like better in the morning or evening or afternoon?
Probably evening.
Probably evening. Let me look. You said y'all got off at about 5 or 6. I've got an appointment here. Looks like 7:30 available, or I've got a 9:15 that I could probably squeeze you in, which would probably suit you better.
Probably 7:30, I guess.
7:30. Now, this is going to be my last appointment, so can you think of any reason why you guys won't be able to make that at 7:30 on Tuesday?
Oh, we should be there. I don't see why we wouldn't be home.
Good, so I'll go ahead and hold the spot for you. Now, I am working with about 15 people that day on Tuesday, so if you'll do me a favor and give me 30, 45 minutes leeway on that appointment time, that'll help me out a whole lot. Now, when I'm there, they will have me verify doctors' names and numbers and prescriptions that you take and that sort of thing. Picture ID, driver's license will work perfect. Now, also, I mean, when I put your address into my GPS, is that going to drop me off right at the front door?
Yeah, it should.
Good. And I'm going to be in a darker colored Chevy Silverado truck. Is there going to be room for me in the driveway, or do I need to park on the side of the road?
Yeah, you can just park in the driveway. That's right, fine.
Park in the driveway. Good. I know that may be getting, around that 7:30, 8 o'clock time, so I hate knocking on the wrong door at that time. Is there anything that would, make your house stick up like a sore thumb?
We've got a pink door.
Got a pink door? Any shutters or anything like that?
No.
Trucks in the yard?
My truck, that's it.
Gotcha. So is that like a big old Ford? You must be Ford man.
Chevy man. Silverado.
Okay, good. We'll get along fine. I can probably find you some better options. All right, I'm going to get to work on this over the weekend. I'll have it ready for you for Tuesday. You have a good one, man. God bless.
All right. Man, okay. Yeah, you are light years ahead of what I was doing.
I left a couple things out. I should have, before I attempted to book that appointment with you, I should have asked what you did for a living. That way I could ask you if you work day shift or night shift or in between.
Okay.
And then I should say, okay, Sam, it looks like, I'm going to definitely be able to find you some coverage. I'm a broker, blah, 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 blah.
Okay. And you don't have, there is no script that even resembles that available, is there? Yeah,
no, that's J-Dub. Now, I use the best system as my outline, and it's actually, a lot of what I say it's coming from the best system.
Right.
But I just do it my way. I hit the same points.
You can't argue with that.
Outline.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I just try to make it to where I completely control the conversation the whole time. Where I don't give you room to object. I don't bring up things that should bring in objections, especially. And the reason why I did that with a call-in, because direct mail, you don't get those same objections. Yeah. They're a little bit different. But call-ins, you will, and I have to work a lot of them. And right now, there's a lot of them going around. I mean, they just generate so much easier. Thing is, for every 20 call-in leads I buy, I know I'm only getting 10 appointments out of it. Some people can't get 4.
Yeah, no kidding. So that's why, I called a few, and then from my my Johnson City leads, I called through those a couple times. I know I've burnt through a few that I didn't have to, and it's like, okay, let's call Jeremy before I screw up any more of these.
So do you have, what other objection are you getting a whole lot of?
Most of them either say that they already have the coverage in place, or they say that they just, when they call, they thought it was to do with something completely different. They thought it was just to do with the bank or whatever, and they're like, oh, you guys are just a sales, something, blah blah blah. And I'm like, no. I'm just a broker with these companies. I'm actually contracted with about 33 different companies. And my job is just to help find you the options that you would qualify for and help you apply through those. And if they approve you, that's between you and them, whether or not you decide to go that direction. My job is just to make sure you see the options that you have available.
The reason why I believe that there's a lot of objections that other people get that I don't get is just because I don't sell on the phone. And if you allow those objections to come in there, then you sell on the phone. Like now that you put yourself in a category of a salesperson, because now I'm selling you on the fact that I'm even competent.
Ah. Okay.
So whenever I get an objection like, oh, I just filled that out. I hate the way that, you guys made it seem like it was my mortgage company or, oh, that's great. I'll get to that in just a sec. And then I go back to the script.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. That's a great point. I'll get to that in just a sec. Back to script. Don't let them take you off script and you put the broker part before you ever get into information and get ready to book the appointment. Then they control the conversation. Your posture is gone at that point. And even if you were able to book that appointment, what's the posture going to be like in the appointment?
Exactly. Oh, man. Would you, I actually started trying to record this just so that I'd have it, but I started a couple minutes into starting that conversation with me. Would you be willing just to do the intro again?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, I'm wasting your time, but I would really appreciate that.
No, you're good. It's Saturday. I'm supposed to be at the office dialing right now. I hadn't moved yet. Won't get up there for a couple hours here in just a minute.
Gotcha.
Hey, Sam.
Yes, sir. Hello?
Hey, it's Jeremy Whitaker. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
That's good. I'm actually just getting back to you about that postcard you received in the mail on that mortgage. You'd have called the number and followed some phone prompts, answered the questions so we can get you mortgage protection options. I'm the agent they assigned your case to. I just wanted to call, take the time to be able to introduce myself, let you know I'm going to get started working on this for you today. Second, I'll be able to verify the information that you put into the phone. Make sure I'm looking at the right options for you. I've got you at Sam Phillips, 1962 Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia. I've got that mortgage, let's see, ID at 187-634-7842. Got you as a 36-year-old male, non-tobacco, no spouse, correct?
Yes.
Great. And that mortgage there, see it at $64,752. Is that still pretty close?
Yeah, it's a little bit less than that, but yeah, it's pretty close to that.
Gotcha. Good. And let me see. No smoke. Are you taking prescription medications right now from the doctor?
For what is this for? I'm sorry. Why do you need my prescription info?
No, are you taking like any medications from the doctor?
Why do you need to know that?
Good. So this is the mortgage protection, that pays off in case of a death or a disability or critical illness. Whenever she called in that form, that was that little pink or that yellow postcard that would have came in, and it's told you about you didn't get those options when you closed on the mortgage. Okay. It named out those benefits if you die or if you get really sick or cancer, stroke, any of that stuff, that it would pay off the house or make the monthly payments for you. Now, I know generally in there, somewhere about 91% of the people who actually fill out this and put the information into the phone, something in there stuck out and this was important to them. Which of those things were important to you? Were you more looking in case you died, or if you got really sick, or if you got ill or disabled? What was important to you?
Probably like the disabled.
The disabled. Good. Let me see if you even qualify for that. And a part of that is making sure that you're not on any medications that the insurance carriers don't agree with. I mean, are you taking anything for like blood pressure or diabetes, or have you had any heart problems or cancer in the past?
Diabetes.
For diabetes, is that type 1 or type 2?
Type 1.
Type 2? Type 1, are you taking insulin?
Yeah. Type 2.
Good.
Yeah, sorry about that.
When were you diagnosed with that?
Gosh, it's been about 8 years, I believe.
About 8 years, put you back at 28.
Yeah.
Good. Outside the diabetes, nothing else?
No.
Good. What do you do for work?
Construction. I'm a manager.
You're in construction. So you normally work days or nights, or you work mid-shift?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah,
is that
right
like
now,
all
right
week you go in the morning and then at night?
Sometimes, yeah. It really depends. Right now, we're short-handed, so they've got me working a little bit of everything right now.
Man, your schedule sounds a whole lot like mine. You generally, hey, I know for a fact here though, we'll be able to find affordable coverage for you. I'm a broker, so I've got like 48 different carriers that all work with mortgage protection. Really, my job is, whenever I hang up with you, shop around, negotiate, figure out who's going to get you the best coverage at the cheapest price. Second part of what I do, I'm a field underwriter, so I keep honest people honest. I help protect against any sort of insurance fraud. So they have me do all my meetings face to face. Really, I'm going to be working with all my clients over there in Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia. That's going to be this coming up Monday. Now, this Monday, I've got a book schedule. I may be able to fill you in for like 30 minutes or so. Let me see. I've got a 9:15 p.m. on Monday night, or I've got a would be better.
You coming out to my house?
Yeah, to the 1412 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Oh, okay. Probably 8:15.
All right, I'm going to put you down for 8:15. You got a pen handy?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, I'm ready.
Good, good. And I'm going to be working with a lot of people. That's going to be my very, very last spot. Do you see anything that may keep you from making that 8:15 on Monday?
No, I should be there.
Good. I'm going to go ahead and hold that spot for you then. Now, if you'll write down, my name's Jeremy Whitaker, and I always like to put a star or an asterisk up there in important mortgage protection meeting, and that's this coming up Monday, whatever, I think it's the 21st, 28th, and that's going to be at, what time did we say again?
8:15.
8:15. I'm saving it now. I'm putting you in that spot. Good, good. 8:15. Now, when I'm there, they're going to want me to know the prescriptions that we're taking, doctor's names and numbers, and picture ID, driver's license will work perfect. Now, like I said, I'm going to be working with a lot of people out there, so just in case somebody has me running a little off schedule, give me maybe 15, maybe even 45 minutes leeway. That would help me out a whole lot. Okay?
All right.
Good, good. So I'm going to start working on this over the weekend. I'll put some options together for you, and I'll have it ready for you for Monday night. You have a good one.
All right, thank you.
Ain't no problem. God bless.
I appreciate it, man. Okay, cool. Well, I'll see what I can do with that. I appreciate it, man.
Hey,
That's definitely different. I'm
no
so
problem.
glad I called you because, like, I would have, I'd have burned through the next. I've got 20 that I have not even gotten a hold of yet, and I know I would have screwed that up. So my script is not even close to that.
You want to do one more? You be the client, or
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
no,
sure,
no,
sure.
I be the client. You be the agent.
How about you let me practice this a couple times? I'm gonna listen to this like 3 or 4 times in a row, and I'll practice it a couple times and make like 1 or 2 calls. Is that okay with you? Just because I know.
I don't care. Yeah, record yourself on
listening
your
to
calls.
it and repeating it. I'm not one of those people.
Just
I gotta.
record yourself on your calls.
Yeah.
And then send me 3 or 4 of them.
Sure. Okay. That I can do.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, man.
Hey, no problem.
Bye.